This episode of Real Ale Craft Beer was brought to you by beersofeurope.co.uk. Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Franziskaner and it's their Weissbier Dunkel coming in at 5% ABV. Looking forward to this one. I like their regular Franziskaner Weissbier and this Dunkel. I've heard good things. It's a decent beer. There's the Franziskaner bottle cap. I like that way, that German style where you kind of recycle your bottles, and that's where it's just been on that continuous track, that bottling line where it's been cleaned and washed and put back out to the public. Brilliant, love it. Right, let's get this beer out into a glass, see what we get. It's coming out slightly darker than the Weissbier. You can still see a little bit of, they basically put a little bit of darker malt in there to colour it. You can see some, oh there's the beer. You can see this bottle conditions, there's little bits of yeast floating around in the glass. It's a 3-finger tan coloured head, slightly hazy. Let's get the aroma on the beer then. Lots of banana. A little bit more of a roasted malty aroma to the beer. Yeah, lots of banana, lots of spice, lots of coriander. Sweetness coming through. I do like a Dunkel, I do. As I've drank this style of beer more and more, the more I've really learned to enjoy this style of beer. So I'm going to dive into this one. Cheers everyone. Really nice. More of a kind of a darker fruit coming through. More like a berry, a cherry or something of that description. Not a lot of it, but something a little bit darker. It's quite tart. It's got a more of a tart, kind of raspberry jam type feel to it. Again, but it still got that lovely banana clove, nicely kind of carbonated feel to the beer. This is a little bit more than a driving beer. This is something, well, it's something that you love to get your hands on at a German beer festival. In Germany, you're kind of starting off with something like this in a big 2-pint stein. It's cold. You're not going to have any of them flavours being diminished if the beer is cold because it's not hop orientated beer. So you're still going to pick up them lovely big malty flavours if the beer's been cooled down. It does seem a big bottle conditioned beer. This, it seems like there's lots of sediment in there, so I'm going to show you what it looks like now in a moment. Yeah, look at that. See all them bits and pieces there floating around in the glass. Lots of it. Premium Hefeweissbier. Yeah, I'd go with that. Is there any English on the back? No English. It's just a classic. Well, look at it. Look at that. Rolling carbonation up the side of the glass. It's a classic beer style that's been brewed in Germany. They've had hundreds of years to refine this style. It's something that they've absolutely nailed and they just know how to do it. It's incredibly carbonated, but at the same time it's incredibly drinkable. So it's tart, just to wrap things up, it's tart, it's like berry It's like a raspberry jam tart flavour to it. Then you got the lovely clove, the banana, slight bitterness on the hops on the back end. Classic German, probably might be kind of Hallertau or something like that coming through. I think it's Hallertau. Yeah, a classic German beer. Rating, I really like it. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I really like that beer. Solid. I could probably swap between the Weissbier and the Weissbier Dunkel, have a few of them, enjoy it, session it, job done. So 8 out of 10, thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers.